How's it going, everybody? So we're live. Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Fantastic. Hey, there's the notification. The notification that we're live. Hey, Greg. Hey, Michael. How's it going, guys? Hello, hello. How goes the AM? It goes really well. It goes really well. Went down to the garden this morning, and every time I start doing compost tea, man, I always get distracted and forget to do it. Hey, Karsten, where have you been? Pro, Bradley. Hey, guys. Hell yeah, thank you for retweeting. Thank you, buddy. I've got some videos from the garden that will be going up on Twitter today. I might show them on the show later today, so stick around for that. Those of you who stuck around yesterday, or yeah, was that yesterday's show? I did that as well. So let me entice you into staying with some grow footage from out there. That boy, that True Black knocked me out, and I slept and I dreamt. I had dreams, and I woke up and I felt good. And Gary, hey Gary, yesterday, yeah, bonus footage yesterday, hell yeah, and beautiful thing was I reorganized all the cables behind my computer, man. I got stuff that was back there. It shouldn't even been back there. There were cables that weren't even plugged in. They were laying back there, just a mess. I got all the carpet back there swept, vacuumed. I got all the power modules laid out nice and organized. And then I got the coffee table or the entertainment center that the TV sits on. I got that thing moved over and centered more into the corner where I wanted it, which is great because I've wanted to do that for a long time. And now I'm going to grab some Pineapple Express here and get to smoking it. Have I ever done shrooms? Yes, I have. I don't want to start talking about this though. A long time ago. I'm not into that shit. If that's what you're into, fine. I'm not your fucking your guru on that shit, that's for sure. Okay, so okay. What's crazy is when you never talk to someone your whole life. Never have a fucking single word with them your whole life, not a single word with them. And then one day, out of the blue, they pop into your mind and you think to yourself, maybe it would be a good idea if I got in touch with this person. And you fucking pick up your phone and there's a fucking text waiting from them for you. That happened to me today. I was just finishing up the conversation. It was psychotic, because I don't believe in that shit, and yet it happens to me, I don't believe in that, ESP, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? You have that mental fucking connection, whatever, and yet I have this incredible coincidence happen to me, and it's always just mind-blowing when shit like that happens. It haven't happened in a long time. It just happened, boom, out of the blue today. totally random. 8 feet's right around the corner. Yep, over 7.5 feet now. That one plant back there is super tall. Yeah, they're getting big. They're getting big and beautiful. All right, top of the hour. No law regarding cannabis. Cannabis isn't just for all. Cheers, everybody. Telepathy, yeah. He's got the mom. Yo, T Money, what's up? T Money, mom, and him, Eggsy. Hey, Cat. So Joe Rogan's got it all fucking wrong, and it's important that you guys hear this side of the debate, you know, because he is such a powerful, popular person. When he says something, people latch on, you know, and it's just totally fucking wrong, and I need you guys to hear some of it. I guess I have to go into my library. Owning Pence. Oh, I want to watch that. History. I must have been watching on another account. Okay, here. A 100 chat messages today. Want to put me on THC and CBD pills. They. Carrie Ann Rando. I'm sorry. I really I have no idea what it is you're referring to. I'm sorry. Who's they, and what do you mean they want to put you on? What are THC and CBD pills? What? Why?
China's blaming the US.
Why don't you just smoke cannabis?
What?
Bridget!
Hey,
You're here.
I came to make a citizen's arrest.
Oh, congrats. Touchy these days.
We're less than 6 feet apart, I believe.
I think we're okay.
Do we need to wear masks?
Here.
Um,
Listen to this conversation.
You
Oh,
got
I'm gonna bring it
tested,
up.
and I've been tested too.
I got one of the Joe Rogan tests.
Yes.
I feel special.
You are special. Did you see that the LA they have a number now where you can turn in businesses that aren't
Oh, yeah.
complying? Like what is going on?
Why?
What is this?
Who's doing that?
But this is bad government. Listen, there's zero effort talking about giving people information on how to strengthen your immune system. Zero.
Yeah.
Zero effort. Zero effort. Talking to people about lowering stress levels through meditation and exercise. Zero.
Yeah.
Zero. The importance of keeping your body healthy. Zero. Zero talk.
Now, let me tell you something about what he just said. There's zero talk about that, Joe, because it's not going to fucking help. This is a virus. And I don't care how well your immune system is. I don't care how much vitamins you're taking. I don't care how much exercise you do. Okay? This virus will get into your body and infect you. And you're putting out misinformation. That's why nobody's talking about it, Joe. That's why nobody's talking about it, Joe. That's why nobody's talking about it, Joe. Nobody's talking about it because it has no bearing. And he's like, he goes off on this tangent like he thinks he's some kind of an expert because he likes to sit in a fucking, in a sauna and take vitamins and have vitamin shots and exercise and do all that stuff. And for some reason, He still makes everybody that comes into that goddamn show to do an interview with him, they all get fucking tested. Oh, Joe, I thought you were on vitamins, and I thought you were working out, and I thought you had all this fantastic antiviral work that you're doing around keeping your mind right and yoga and what? And you're still having that woman tested before she sits 4 feet away from you. Huh. I wonder why, Joe. You don't believe your own bullshit. He doesn't believe his own bullshit.
Talk about this.
Yeah,
Zero concentrating on the new data that's coming in about vitamins and all the different vitamin deficiencies. Yes, Dr. Rhonda Patrick knocked it all out of the park on the podcast yesterday. Fuck, man. It's crazy. These people are just like, stay home, locked up. Stay inside.
And Joe Rogan's like, no. Everybody take vitamin D and go out there. Everybody take vitamin D and go out and live your lives. Vitamin D, it will save you. What? What are you talking about, you fucking idiot? What are you talking about?
Snitches get stitches. This is basic childhood etiquette.
Well, they were first given snitches for
What?
people who are violating social distancing, but now they're moving on to...
What does she mean, stitches? Oh, because people are supposed to tell on each other if they're violating these policies. Okay, that's what they're discussing. Okay, I just caught why she said snitches get stitches. Okay.
the businesses that are non-compliant.
But how are you supposed to make money?
How are you supposed to make money? I don't understand this. But
How are you supposed to make money? Here we go. I mean, every single fucking point for point for point. Wrong, Joe. Wrong, Joe. Wrong, Joe. You don't get it, Joe. Joe needs some leadership in his life, and I would love to give him some information. He needs somebody to walk into his life and say, Joe, you're wrong, okay? You need to shut the fuck up, and you need to listen to me, all right? I'm going to tell you why you're wrong on every single thing that you've just fucking said. Now, let me turn up the volume here, because I want y'all to be able to hear what is being said on there. So let me get down here and pump up the volume, so to speak. All right, let's do us another hit of the Pineapple Express. Okay. Okay. I'll get that later. All right. Yo, Mark, what's up? Well, let's just go over this point for point, what he just said. Okay? Let me hit this, and I'll let you guys hear him say it one more time. If I can rewind it. Here we go.
Snitches get stitches. This
Cheers.
is basic childhood etiquette.
well, they were first given snitches for people who are violating social distancing, but now they're moving on to businesses that are non-compliant.
But how are you supposed to make money?
How are you supposed to make money? I don't understand this. Like, what is the...
How are you supposed to make money? He makes it sound like making money is like a construct that every single human being has the right to do. How are you supposed to make money? What are they expecting us to do? Do you know what every human being has the right to do? Absolutely nothing. You have no rights to do fucking a goddamn thing. You're born, and whatever happens, fucking happens. You know, what country were you born into? What laws are you born under? Who were your parents? You know, did a couple of monsters have you? And did they abuse you? Hey, man, he assumes so much when he says, how are you supposed to make money? You know, we're supposed to make money. How are you supposed to make money? Who says you're supposed to make money, Joe? You're supposed to fucking feed yourself and survive and live as long as you can. That's it. And there's no law that says that either. You know, there's no rule. But being as we are living organisms, part of being a living organism is the battle for survival. We all seem to want to survive. That's why we've made it as far as we have as the human race. We've got all these amazing things. We wanted to survive. We wanted to keep going. It's not about money. It's about the food you put in your mouth, Joe. It's about pole beans and tomatoes and zucchinis. That's what it's about. We're going to get into that in a little bit on the show, so keep watching. But I want you to pay very close attention, to every word that Joe says, because he is wrong on every single thing that he says. And you have to pay attention and hear. It's not just two people shooting the shit, talking smack, trying to piss people off and incite people. It's not. He really doesn't have the depth of mind. He doesn't, to figure some of this basic shit out. And then he starts talking about, oh yeah, me and my friends, we need a compound. We need to build a compound and do a cult and blah, blah. Man, just wait, okay? Just wait. I'm going to go grab my veggies while you listen to this.
Here's the crazy thing. Garcetti said, we're going to keep LA on at least partial lockdown until there's a cure. Okay. There's not going to be a cure, you fucking dummy. It's a virus.
And isn't it a cold virus?
Yes, you can't cure viruses.
Yeah.
Unless you find a way to eradicate it from the actual gene pool.
But did he actually say that?
Yes, he said until there's a cure. You can't say that.
No.
First of all, I'm sure what he meant is like a viable treatment, that, you know, a vaccine, but they're saying that even a vaccine, there's never been a coronavirus vaccine. Mayor, LA will never completely reopen until we have a cure. That's his quote.
That just seems, I mean, we don't have a cure for the flu.
That poor lady who is the health lady, someone needs to give her a steak and let her lie outside in the sun.
Oh my God.
Like, Jesus Christ, you're the health lady.
I heard you're moving.
She looks
That's
tired.
been on the wires.
Here it is. Here it is.
We're all talking about it. All of us talk about it. Everyone.
Who?
All my friends.
Oh.
Callan, Shaw, Joey Diaz, everyone.
We all talk about it. We all talk about it. We all talk about it. Joey Diaz, all my friends, we all talk about it. What did Trendy Nay do 10 years ago, everybody? What did Trendy Nay do 10 years ago? Did he fucking 10 years ago? Joe's and all of his buddies, they're all just starting to talk about this now. We're just talking about it. What did Trendy Nay do 10 years ago? He fucking moved the fuck out of Florida, moved to California. And two years later, what did he do? He found a goddamn off-grid home and he started converting it. For the last 10 years, I've been doing nothing but working on building this home and making it what it is. What years? It's 2020. I moved out here in 2010. So for the last 8 years, I've been doing nothing but working on this home and trying to get it off-grid. And now he's starting to talk about it. Who should you guys be listening to? Who should you guys be getting your advice from? People like Joe Rogan or people like me that are actually doing the shit and showing you that we're doing the shit and explaining it to you and telling you what we're doing and explaining ways that you can do it too, even if you don't have a lot of money. My show, not Joe's show, my show. That's why you guys are watching my show right now. This right here, this is sheer fucking stupidity on ice. It's like this presentation, you know, sheer stupidity on ice, brought to you by Joe Rogan and his stupid fucking friend. Here, let's keep going, because I really am interested in what he has to say about going off grid and living in a compound with all of his friends. I can't wait to hear this part.
Everyone
Is that
sounds
like
a cult.
a Davidian
We're
ranch?
just calling it a cult. We're just going to be up front about it. All these people hide the fact they have a cult.
10 years
We're
from
just gonna call it a cult.
10 years from now, it's just Waco and
Yeah,
it's
no name.
Joe.
We're just going to call it the cult. We'll have the band play the cult.
I would join if you
Underrated.
started. Yeah,
Super
it is.
underrated band.
It
The
is.
Cult?
Oh, yeah.
Love Removal Machine? Holy fuck, that's a good jam to work out to.
I would probably join your cult.
Thank you. I would have you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So it's the TV set.
Nice and tell truth.
The audio is coming over the
Tell truth
TV
about
set.
that. We love you. This is the idea of the cult. We'll just call it the cult. And we just get a gigantic chunk of land somewhere and start building.
What do I have to pay? What are the dues?
No dues. No dues. That's the key. That's where everything goes wrong. There's just two ways things go wrong. The cult leader, that's a problem. You just never have a cult leader.
So you're not the leader.
No, there's no leader.
It's
Can't
just
be a
an
leader.
amorphous cult.
Yeah, I think everybody should be informed and get the vote. That's how it should be.
Okay.
But you have to be informed.
So you're
You can't
basically-
just vote. You gotta be informed and get the vote.
You're sorry.
Where have you ever heard that before? There should be no leader. Where have you guys ever heard that before? There should be no leader. Not one person is in charge. There should be no leader. Where have you heard that before? Where have you guys heard the language? Where have you guys heard the language before? I could turn it up louder. Where have you heard the language before? Here, is this going to be better if I go like this? It might echo, though. Oh. No, that won't work. I just realized it's not coming through the computer. Oh, yeah, it is coming through the computer. Yeah.
State.
Something like that.
State of
But
Rogan.
a few thousand acres. That's all we need. A few thousand acres in like Colorado or
And
Montana.
helicopters.
Yeah,
I know.
a lot of other shit. I got some plans.
I've been looking at Idaho.
Idaho's good.
I know.
Wyoming's good. Idaho, by the way.
They're not. You know, they sit here and they talk. I've been looking at Idaho. I am. Yeah, we're talking about, Arizona, Colorado, California. We're talking about, what? What? You're not doing anything. You guys are just totally talking shit right now. That's all you're doing. You're just talking complete bullshit.
Boise is, I don't even want to talk about it right now on the
'Cause
podcast.
yeah.
I don't want to blow it up for Boise.
They get mad at me when I
They
talk
get
about
mad.
going to Idaho. They're like, don't give away our secret. Let everyone go to Texas.
I did a show in Boise a little over a year ago, and I was like, I feel like I should not tell people about this. Like, this
Like,
is a
keep it
goddamn
secret.
secret. Like, you guys have this really cool town. Boise's this really cool town. It's a little red, but hey, I get along with people that are red, by the way, more a lot of times than I get along with people that are like ideologically left, like without thinking about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that are left because they're compassionate, and,
Right.
and they want people to have freedom and the choice to do whatever they want to do with their body. And
Were you raised?
Yeah, that sounded pretty good, Joe. And what about the people on the right? What? That doesn't even fucking make sense. Well, I get along more with people on the right than on the left. But people on the left, they want to do more for people. They want to help people, and they want to see good things happen. What? The fuck, man?
Democrat?
No, yes, Democrat.
Okay.
Yes. Well,
'Cause
I was
you're
raised hippie. My
Okay.
parents were hip. My stepfather had long hair down to his ass. My parents went from New Jersey, like a really Italian neighborhood, to San Francisco.
Oh,
and then
okay.
became a hippie. But my stepdad was a hippie when my mom met him. And then we moved across the country when I was 7.
Okay.
We lived in San Francisco in the middle of like where Lombard Street is.
So you
it was
were
all
like-
just flower children and gay
Yeah.
people and fuck this war. Like I was in San Francisco when the Vietnam War broke.
Oh, okay.
When I was a little kid, when it ended, when the war ended, rather, and I remember thinking like, wow, they're never gonna have war again. They figured it out. Like, thank God.
And
I really
that's
thought
when
that.
I'm like,
I was like,
oh.
because I was worried, because there's people that were around me that were, if there was younger folks, they were worried about being drafted.
And so you were pretty indoctrinated with all of that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think that's what's going on here with the left today. There's a lot of weird cult shit. It really is like cult shit. It's like religious shit. It's like instead of thinking rationally
Here.
and looking
Look
at
how
the
clean
faults
his
of
ear
both
is,
sides,
everybody.
the faults of one side are completely ignored or exonerated, or you find a way to forgive it, or to find out you do mental gymnastics until
Yeah.
you can let them get away with all sorts of heinous shit, privacy invading shit, but going after whistleblowers, drone attacks, like fucking across the board.
Yeah.
Everything, right?
But I would say this is true about the MAGA-ists too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
There's a certain amount of, speaking of cults,
Yes,
it's a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit like
Yeah.
dear leadery.
They
Yeah.
fell
You
into something. They fell into something. They fell into the spell of a powerful figure.
Right.
They feel like they don't have a word in. They
Right.
feel like they're not represented. First of all, it's really hard for assholes to find a king. Like all kings are noble. Like most.
Okay, everybody, listen to what Joe's gonna say. He's gonna make a great joke right now, and it's fucking funny. It's a really good joke.
Most of the people that were running for president, most people that were president, they were at least outwardly noble. They weren't the type of people that talk shit on someone, call someone horse face on Twitter. So
There was a certain amount of they were dignified
Yes,
to a
yes.
certain extent.
And Trump is Trump. Love him or hate him, he's Trump. And assholes have a king now. They never had a king before. And there's a lot.
Assholes have a king now. They never had a king before. Isn't that funny? It's true. Assholes have a king now. They never had a king before. That is a great punchline. It was a great joke. And one of the problems I have with when Joe does podcasts is people ignore his jokes. He says some funny shit, and someone would be like, laugh. It's funny. It's a fucking hilarious joke, man. That's stand-up fucking quality joke right there. Assholes have a fucking king right now, and his name is Donald Trump. And then Joe proceeds to go on to tell you how great a friend he is with the king asshole and all of his fucking followers, the assholes.
A lot of assholes. It's a large market.
Well, what's interesting, I think, on the left and what you're saying is it's more of a religion, and it's a free-floating ideology that everybody's a bit enamored by, but they don't have that one personality that they rally around and that they focus on.
Showing,
and they feel like they don't have a voice either. So it's very similar feelings, I think, that drive that.
And it's similar also in that the really far left people are the ones that people point to when they mock the left, whereas the vast majority of them don't fall into that.
Right. And I've been hard on the left, hard on them. And
You said hard on twice.
And rightfully so, I think, to a certain extent, because I do see a lot of the stuff like the language policing and the erosion of freedom of speech to a certain extent as deeply terrible.
They're right when you start talking about the left with all of their fucking words and PC and social justice and all that shit. And be like, hey Connie. She said hard on twice. My point is this. There's a lot of shit talking going on between these two, and I'm just getting into this.
Terrifying, but I've kind of been saying I see fascism, on all sides kind of encroaching. There's elements of it, the creepy worship of the cult of personality, just
Google.
abiding by this mob mentality, and I've been feeling pretty nihilistic.
But isn't it also because you've been locked up?
No, that's normal for me.
So what's making you feel more nihilistic?
I've never felt less optimistic about people's ability to govern themselves. So this
Okay, so for those of you, because I didn't know what a nihilist was, and I remember she used the word earlier, so I looked it up before she said the word. A person who believes that life is meaningless and rejects all religious and moral principles. Yes, life is meaningless, but I don't reject moral principles. I reject religious principles. I am not a nihilist. I still have my moral principles, man. I'll still give a person the shirt off my back because I know it's the right thing to do. I'll reach out to somebody and help them. I will be kind, Absolutely. But definitely not a nihilist. What she's saying is she's given up all hope on everything and that she rejects all moral principles. So does that mean she just go out and murder people? She can't be a nihilist. A nihilist would be someone that just goes out, doesn't care, and goes out and kills people. Or goes out and fucking, does everything society has ever taught you, the opposite of. She's full of shit. There's nothing but shit talking going on.
American experiment is supposed to be one in which it's smaller government and we can, we're adults, we're grown-ups, and now I feel like everybody's ratting on everybody else. Everyone's looking to somebody to save them or tell them what to do. There's this lack, and it comes to the culture is just so lack of resilience, just psychological resilience. And so I don't know. I've been feeling you don't know who to believe. Where do you get your news from? Where do you get your trusted news from?
It's a good question. I don't. I've been not getting news. Like I just skim through things these days. It's so frustrating. First of all, there's too many series to follow. There's the Obamagate series. You gotta follow that.
Nutcase.
Yeah, nutcase. The sitting president, the exiting president, literally hires or gets the FBI to investigate Trump.
I don't know anything about Obamagate, but I did see a takedown of Obamagate that was pretty harsh, where the guy was like, it basically relies on you having to believe a series of conspiracy theories in order for it to even hold up. And I am just going to sit here right now before everyone's all like, I know nothing about Obamagate. And I actually don't give a shit.
That might have been an older video.
No, it's from last night.
Listen to Jimmy Dore's video on it. Jimmy Dore's video is excellent. And he breaks down exactly what the administration did.
Yeah.
And that it's illegal. And that you're essentially using the FBI to spy on Trump. And then when it turned out that all that Russia stuff that they were claiming was going to happen didn't take place, and that they knew it wasn't really happening to begin with. That what they're...
Joe just totally fucking said that there was nothing going on between Russia and Trump and the Trump administration prior to becoming president of the United States. That's bullshit. They had fucking meetings. They had people in discussions with them. They were being approached. They were accepting offers. They were colluding with the Russians. The Russians literally congratulated Donald Trump and told him they wanted him to be president of the United States. And Joe Rogan is, I'm afraid, drinking a little bit of the Jimmy Dore Kool-Aid here, because Jimmy Dore's got this wrong. It doesn't matter what Jimmy Dore's little fucking reporter friend, I forgot his name all of a sudden, the guy with the unibrow. It doesn't matter what that guy fucking says. The Obama administration had every reason to suspect that the Trump administration was colluding with the Russians, enemy to the United States, breaking laws, and opening up an investigation was not illegal. It wasn't an illegal investigation by the FBI into someone running for president of the United States. You know, do you think that just because you're running for president of the United States that somehow you're absolved from all crime and you're not allowed to be investigated by the FBI? Think about it. Donald Trump's a fucking criminal. He breaks the fucking law. He's running for president of the United States. There were concerns when it became known that he was communicating with the Russians, and he definitely was. They were having meetings, and he was lying about what the meetings were about. Talking about, yeah, we had a meeting with the Russians about orphans, about Russian orphans or something. You guys remember that bullshit? You remember when the Russian contacted Donald Trump Jr. and said, hey, we've got information on Hillary Clinton. And Trump Jr. said back to the Russian, I love it, especially later on in the season when it's closer to the election. Let's release this. That's collusion. Right? I wouldn't call him a shill, Dallas. He's not a fucking shill. He's just fucking wrong, and he's just talking shit. And I'm just calling him out on his bullshit.
They're saying was all exaggerating and hyperbole, and they were trying to turn it into something that it wasn't.
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
I haven't been following it. I see it, and
it's all not good. It's not good because
what's the other story that we need to follow? The other
series. So many series. There's so many going on right now, right? Is Joe Biden losing his fucking mind?
Oh,
like do they have him locked in the basement somewhere and they're pumping up with steroids and coke right before he does
Weren't
an
they
interview?
going to do like a whole Fortnite thing where he was going to be a, what do they call it, a hologram in Fortnite or something? And I'm like, this is going to be our first hologram president.
Oh, a hologram debate, right?
Do you put anything beyond the realm of possibility at the point that we're at, though? In the world. Doesn't it feel like we live in a fucking simulation?
It does. Kevin Rose, Kevin Rose from Dig? He put something up on his page a couple of days ago. I retweeted it. It's the new Unreal Engine, Unreal 5.
Oh, I saw that.
It's fucking insane. It's fucking insane. It's like movie stuff, and it's in-game action. So the in-game action. Now, there's a scene where the character that you're playing, it's a third-person game, and you're moving this girl around, and she runs up this hill. And as she runs up the hill, you see like rocks falling, and you see the shadows. It's spectacular. And Kevin said, he tweeted it to me, and he said, look at this, and imagine, I believe he said 25, 50, 100 years from now, of course we're in a simulation, because this is going to be just as realistic in 25, 50, 100 years from now.
Okay, number one, we're not going to be here in 100 years. Number two, we might not even be here in 50 years. I'm not thinking that either. Number three, we're not living in a simulation, you fucking idiot. Okay, we're not living in a simulation, you fucking idiot. Okay, there isn't more chances because of probability that we're in a simulation, because we aren't in a fucking simulation, you fucking idiot. This part of the conversation really bothers me. Listen to what they're saying.
As the world that you're experiencing right now.
But isn't there the question that we don't know that this isn't?
Yeah, that is the question. I mean, there's a guy that I had on, Nick Bostrom, that explained it to me that my feeble brain was having a hard time calculating it. But he's basically saying
he's right
that.
On that.
according to probability theory, we are in a simulation. It's more probable that we are than that we're not.
My friend was saying that they would start doing things like this, leading you to believe you're in a simulation. If people in the simulation started becoming self-aware, they'd start making you think you're in a simulation so that you could doubt it.
Of course, little built-in fail-safes.
Yeah, it's just...
Of course. That makes sense, right?
So I'm going to ask you, Jimmy Dore, you get news from him?
I do. I get news from Kyle Kulinski, Jimmy Dore. My political news is all from The Hill, Jimmy Dore, and Kyle Kulinski. The Hill is Crystal and Sagar. I always say his name wrong. They have a really good political show. And Kyle Kulinski is very well versed in exactly what's going on, and he's critical of both sides, as is Jimmy Dore. Like Jimmy Dore, neither one of those is partisan. Both those guys, even though they're left, they're both progressive guys. They're very open-minded,
right?
And they're very honest about what's going wrong and what's wrong about it. Jimmy Dore, especially, he has some fucking epic rants. And an epic rant recently about when people tried to whitewash the negative things that happened during the Obama administration. He's like, you guys are gaslighting people. Like, look, this is what happens when you have your standard. This is the relationship, right? A guy goes into office, he promises a bunch of stuff, can't really do them, but people like the way he talks, does some things that maybe aren't so good, you find out later, and then he gets out and he makes shitloads of money doing speeches. And Jimmy...
Pass pace 10, you are a fucking idiot, okay? Shut the fuck up on my live stream. You are a fucking idiot. You're not living in a simulation. This is your life, and yours probably sucks if you're thinking you're living in a simulation. Fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. All right, just shut the fuck up.
Dore highlights that he's even openly talking about it, that press correspondence dinner, that joke
yeah.
He talked about how he's going to try those lines out at Goldman Sachs after he did them there.
Yeah.
And then he said he was going to make him some serious Tubmans.
They're taking over all the streaming. I saw a whole thing about how the Obamas, I think, they're getting into the streaming game, and I read somewhere that the Clintons are. That could be wrong.
Well, the Obamas apparently have some sort of a deal with Netflix to produce shows, documentaries, and then they have a deal where they're doing podcasts.
Did you like Obama?
I'd like him as a spokesperson and as a figurehead of who the president is. I mean, he's a handsome guy. He's incredibly articulate, really well spoken. The way he speaks is like a statesman. He's always calm and collected. There's a lot about him I really like. There's a lot about him. Right. But politics is a crazy...
Do you know what he failed to say right there? He said those are all leadership qualities. Those are leadership qualities. And then you know what he failed to say? All of which Donald Trump has none of. No leadership qualities whatsoever. Unless lying to people to get them to do your bidding is considered a leadership quality. Here, let's find out. Okay, Google. Is lying considered a leadership quality? It's blog bullshit. Oh, it's all opinion. I'm assuming not. The earth is flat. Everyone that is clean, drive to the east all at once, and the earth will lean and flip all the infected people into space. Trump is a joke, I think, because all the bullshit that people can't explain is why some weirdos think this is a simulation. You just can't come on my show and say dumb shit, people. You're not living in a simulation, okay?
Messy, impossible to do.
You guys, is there any echo on the sound at all, or or can you hear what he's saying okay, or do you hear two of what he's saying?
Right business that no one has nailed, especially at the highest levels. No one's nailed it. I don't know why he didn't do what he said he was going to do before he got into office. I don't know what they revealed to him. I don't know. But when you listen, if someone does an accurate job of breaking down what went wrong, particularly what's going on with this Flynn case, where they're trying to drop all the charges, and then some new judges coming in saying, no, we're not dropping shit.
I just feel so ill-equipped to process this stuff. Because
sure.
I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a politician. I'm an idiot on YouTube.
Thank you. And I'm an idiot right here.
And I don't know anything. And I often hear, even in my comments on the dumpster fire, they're like, oh, I get all my news from you and Joe Rogan. I'm like, no.
Don't do it.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't get it from me or you. No.
No,
Listen,
I am not a trusted news source. But then I'm like, but I don't know who is.
Yeah, I don't know who is either. I'm here to talk shit, okay? And if I'm wrong, which is often, I will let you know. I'm not here to lie, but I'm here to talk shit. That's what I'm here.
I am here to talk shit. And that is exactly what he's been doing for 16 minutes and 14 seconds so far. He's been doing nothing but talking total shit out of his ass. And then he tells you right to your face, that's what I'm doing. I'm talking shit.
Here to do.
Yeah. I mean, I don't, the show, we just basically make fun of how bonkers everything is. But I don't have any answers.
Did me turning down my TV set, you guys, did that fix the volume, the echo?
I don't know what the freaking pathway forward out of this ship show is. It seems like it's going to get.
Who is worse, Trump or Biden? Connor Scottford? I would have to, you know what? I really don't know. Connor, I really don't know. I really don't think Biden would have handled the coronavirus as poorly as Donald Trump did. I don't think he would have pulled the people out of, but see, you don't have a metric for that, man. So who's worse? I don't know. Some hair sniffing fucking child grabbing fucking creepy, sleepy, disgusting old man that you want to fucking slit his throat, or some fucking lying, fucking racist, fucking disgusting, orange, fucking tanning, phony fucking motherfucker who, you know, you want to slit his fucking throat. I don't know. You know, I wish they would both drop dead. I fucking hate them. I hate them all. That's why I'm off grid, bro. Biden won't be the nominee. Maybe not, man. Which would be a relief. Because that guy's fucking, what a poor. Do you know, I don't know who said this. Someone said this. They said, I think it was Bill Maher, who I fucking hate. But he was right about this. He's like, we had fucking 30 Democratic nominees. Tara Reid, you couldn't have come forward when all of those people, you had to wait until fucking, right? Then come to find out she loves Putin. She's a huge Putin fan. Now you know her motives. Why would she wait? Bill Maher said that. Hey, man, I'm just repeating what Bill Maher said. Okay? This is what Bill Maher said. It's on a video on Twitter. God, pass pace 10, once again, you are a fucking idiot. I told you once to shut up on my live stream, and now you're fucking doing it again. You're opening up your fat fucking mouth again. Andrew Yang was a fucking idiot. All right? And you are a fucking idiot for fucking supporting him, okay? You are a fucking idiot. Shut the fuck up. All right? Pass pace 10, shut the fuck up on my live stream. You are a fucking idiot. I don't know how else to say this to you. Just shut up.
Worse before it gets better, which is my fear.
It certainly is going to get worse.
Shit.
It has to get worse unless the world starts back up and there's some sort of a shift in treatment. Some sort of a shift in how much more survivable the disease is. It's pretty survivable.
The disease, are we back to COVID? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's what's wrong with everything right now. I mean, until that gets solved, the politics is just amplified. What that is like gasoline to the fire of partisanship. Because everybody's in a panic and everyone's fearful, and so many people are going to be unemployed. And when people were unemployed, that's when Hitler kicked in, by the way, right? Because people were acting true in Germany.
No, I know, but you're not making any arguments against the Trump is literally Hitler crowd.
I don't think he's Hitler.
No, I know.
I think he's Trump. I think he's always been the same guy. It's just that now they've expected so much more of him.
I think people
him to be a statesman.
Yeah, and I think people are desperate, and that's what scares me. Is that even in the city, there's just more crime in my neighborhood. There's more now. Everyone's wearing a fucking mask.
It's easy to do crime.
Yeah, that's what you do. You're either a superhero or you commit crimes. And I definitely see, it's weird. Like where I live in LA is a bit of a crossroads area, and it's a little
Guys,
bit
did I fix
like crossroads
the
of the big
echo on
freeways
the
and some of the big
sound?
arteries of the roads, and
turning down my
it's
TV
at
set?
night because everybody's locked down. It's all the like drifters and homeless people, and it feels fucking weird when you go out in LA at night.
wanted
It's
Bernie
all
to
just, it's
know,
like
but you
zombies.
fucking-
Yeah.
nothing's
Well, good,
open.
is
Yeah, so it's nothing's open and no one's on the road, but there's just like this kind of drifter population in
What's with
LA, and
Andy Yang? What
they're
the
the
fuck?
only
It's
ones that
people
you
like
see.
you
So
that-
it's
that
so
muddy the
highlighted
waters.
right now.
Is anybody doing a tally on
fucking
how
idiot.
many more homeless people there are?
What I wonder is
40%
Oh, thank you,
increase that we
Connor.
saw last
Thank you,
night.
Jesus
They're expected
Christ.
over the next 12 months, I think, or I don't know. the time period.
40% increase. So go from 70,000 to like, what is that, 85, 87,000, something like that?
Yeah.
What in the fuck?
Dude,
What
that
the
guy's in
fuck?
Pineapple
I mean,
Express
it's
is
hitting
fuck.
LA hard because most of the people were like
That was really
freelancers. You know, everybody's in the gig economy here. Everyone I fucking knew drove Uber, who is trying to make it as a comic or trying to make it as any creative is doing has a side hustle.
Yeah.
So you take away like
Good. Side hustle. Let's talk about the side hustle. The TV's too loud. You can't hear me. I turn the TV off when I talk. Whatever. Okay. I'm sure you guys can hear me, right? Let me know. Where's my audio at? Are both microphones plugged in? Maybe one of them's not plugged in? Hello? Nope, they're both plugged in. I seem to be hitting both microphones. Thank you, Stony. Oh, God. All right, listen. Once again, her and all of her friends with their little Uber side hustle, they're all worried about getting money. What you need to be doing is growing your own vegetables. That's what you need to be doing. It's not about money, it's about food. It's about making your own food and surviving. And every single one of you needs to be making your own food and surviving. Not making money with a side hustle with Uber. It's growing a fucking garden and feeding yourselves. All of these little fucking city rats, they need to realize this. They need to be growing vegetables year round, all the time.
think about it, the makeup artists, all the people who are working in music, all the people that are no longer in work because there are no live music shows, all the people lighting. It's so bottomless in this town. I'm worried about LA.
You should be worried because we have a guy who's running it that thinks that the solution is keep everybody home. That's not the solution.
No.
And now they're saying crazy things. Like, I'll read you a quote because this quote is fucking nuts. Someone sent it to me and I read it and I was like, is that real? Did he really say that? And he was talking about the mandatory wearing of masks. And so this is the quote he said: "Bring your mask with you whenever you leave your home," Garcetti said. "That will help us get more freedoms."
What?
That will help us get more freedoms.
I'm fine with wearing a mask in establishments, banks, or wherever. But walking, like on a walk with my dog with no one around, I'm not giving anyone the fucking coronavirus.
You're stopping our freedoms.
Yeah.
You're fucking it up for everybody, Bridget. Go on, get our freedoms. Earn our freedoms. Drive around with your mask on.
See, and I think here's my suggestion. Please get two constitutional lawyers on your show and have them debate the constitutionality of this, because I know there's precedent. There were 2 states that voted that the lockdowns were, even now, they voted in favor of them. And so I think Michigan was one, and I can't remember the other one, maybe Pennsylvania or somewhere. So there's precedent, and there are people who are saying this isn't violating our rights. But I would really love to hear 2 people who aren't idiots like me have a discussion about whether or not this is the case.
Well, Wisconsin overturned it, and then they had all these bars, and all these people were just getting hammered in the bars, and people are really pissed off because the bars are packed with people. I think people are getting pissed.
I had a dream last night that I was walking through a crowded place, and there was a kid that was sniffling and had like taken a Kleenex away from their face, and they were sick. And it was full. I was in a place and it was full of people. I don't know. It was a crazy fucking dream.
Now, and when people are depressed, misery loves company. They want everybody to be depressed. They don't want anybody fucking listening to Garth Brooks singing "I Got Friends in Low Places," throwing back Jack Daniels and high-fiving each other.
I grew up with that. That was my upbringing in Minnesota. You just described my high school years.
It's a great song when you're hammered. If you're hammered at a country western bar and that comes on, you're like, woo! Right? Good times.
Jack Daniels too. That you just described my exact high school.
Any kind of whiskey. Bring in the Buffalo Trace. Give me what's that? Give me some of that Dan Aykroyd Skull vodka. What's that stuff called? Crystal Skull vodka.
Yeah, I think that most people can balance the 2 worries. You know, the concern about their family, their economics. A lot of people are worried about their own safety and sickness. It's not just if you look online, you would think there's just 2 groups: the people who are shut-ins and the people who are like grandma killers or whatever.
Right, because you're insensitive and you want to go outside.
But I think most people live in the gray. They live in the area of saying, okay, we understand that this is new and we don't know really shit about it. And I understood it as we were supposed to stay home so we could flatten the curve, which I thought we did.
We for sure flattened it.
And help our places like the hospitals catch up. Now they're going out of business.
Because there's no one there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they said we need more ventilators. Well, now it turns out that the people that go on the ventilators don't do well.
I saw that.
How crazy is that?
I'm like, how funny is it going to be when it comes out that ventilators were killing people?
Well, that's...
Man, I got to tell you. They don't seem to be taking this whole coronavirus thing seriously, you know? And man, this kind of talk, you know, he says he's on his show to talk shit. He needs to realize, man, there's millions of people watching his shows. You know, and if you're gonna talk shit on your show, man, and you've got millions of people watching, and you're not saying things that are safe or healthy for people, they're gonna go take some vitamin D and they're gonna go out and they're gonna go hang out in bars, man, because you know you're making it sound like that's what people should be doing. It is awful. It is awful. It's fucking awful, man. 4.6 million cases around the world. There's 312,000 deaths worldwide. The U.S. has 1.4 million. The world cases is not dropping. Still, guys, world cases are not dropping. But United States cases were dropping, and now they're fucking starting to level off, and that's not good. It's not good, man. It's this, you know, we didn't take it seriously enough. There should have been a mandatory 3-week lockdown. We would have been done with this shit. We would have killed it. Mandatory 3 weeks. Everybody stay home. Not any of this essentials bullshit. You survive at home for 3 weeks. Boom. But we didn't do that. And, you know, month after month after month after month, we're like, oh, we should stay home. We should lock down. It's kind of locked down here and not locked down there. Maybe open up here. Maybe open up there. Look at Wisconsin. Look at the bars. Look at Georgia. Dude, do you remember Nashville? Do you remember what was going on in Nashville? They were fucking partying when this thing was breaking out. goddamn all of Tennessee. Bro, the entire country. I'm zooming in here. And I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the United States. Look at this picture, guys. Jen and I don't like to talk too much about this, but you guys need to stay the fuck home because I am sick and tired of fucking hearing stories from trendies and my daughter, my aunt, my grandma, my dad, my mom, blah, 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 blah. I'm fucking sick of hearing it. Look, guys, it's everywhere, man. It's fucking everywhere. Do you see that? Look at every county. Anywhere you zoom in, look at Denver, man. Look at the dots, man. Look at every city, every town. Look at even Wyoming, man. Wide open Wyoming. Look at this. Like fucking measles, man. Everywhere. You know, look at Memphis. Look at Memphis right here. Look at these cases, man. Everywhere. $3,681 cases in Memphis with 85 deaths. Unreal. Alabama. If you're talking shit, millions watching need to know what you're talking about. He does this way too much, then falls behind the I'm just a dumb comic. Right, I know. And then that's oh, I told you I talk shit. Yeah, but you know, some people are just going to see clips of you, Joe. They're not going to watch the whole thing. They're not going to hear you say that. You know, this is a 3.5-hour broadcast. And people are going to watch 5-minute clips where you're saying, yeah, well, people need to be taking vitamin D and getting in the goddamn sauna and going out and living their lives. Oh, we're going to be fine and blah, 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 blah. And herd immunity and 70%. And dude, I told you the United States wasn't looking good. Dude, it leveled. I'm telling you, it fucking leveled off. It leveled off. It was going down, down, down. And now that fucker's leveled off, man. And I'm telling you, that is not good. What I'm looking at right there is not part of the pattern. That is not part of the pattern. The pattern is supposed to be way lower than that. If it was dropping, the pattern would be way lower because I want you to watch my mouse. If you just draw a line right through here, if you just draw a line through here like this, it's supposed to be going right down here. But it's not. It's going like this, and now all of a sudden it's going and going straight across. And that's just the last 3 days before yesterday, probably. And that's not all cases reported in, probably either. Look, they both. I mean, Jimmy Dore entertains the UFO bullshit. He doesn't understand. Yeah, and then he falls back to I'm a comedian. You know, don't take my word, but don't forget you've got all these people watching your show. And when you're giving them crazy information and telling them, hey man, this is going away, man. Like Trump said, summer's coming, man. Heat's gonna kill this thing. I see flatline, man, and that's not good. That's people continuing to get the virus. You get your second outbreak of this out of just sheer ignorance. Just people's sheer flagrant disregard of what we know better. But god damn if people aren't going to march around and act like a bunch of little spoiled fucking brats and ruin it for everybody. And that's what's going to happen. Yeah, Joe Rogan influences a lot of people. I named my dog Rogan. Where is he? Right there. Little Rogan. My cat's getting close to me. I don't like it. What are you doing, Harley? Oh, you want food? Psh, unreal. Where's my shake and go? Rattle that fucking thing at you. I gotta go feed my cat. Psh, unreal. I hope you guys enjoy the show. No law regarding cannabis. I'm not gonna leave. I'm gonna make a splash of coffee and feed my cat. What do you guys think about that? Because there's 50 of you here and I love you guys. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. You want some food? Come on. Fuck stick. I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh no? You're not gonna try? Oh, you want the dry food? Okay. 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 Hey, fuck you at the dry. Okay. Let me tell you what. Let me tell you what. Never you do what you want. Fuck you at the drive-thru. They're gonna fuck you at the drive-thru every time. You wanna go outside? Is that what you want? The door's open, you fucking psycho. The door is open, you fucking psycho. What are you doing? You're going to trip me up. I need a splash of coffee. Where is my Cafefe mug? I need a splish, splish, splish of Cafefe. I needs me a splish of Cafefe. I needs me a splish, just a splish, 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 splish of Cafefe. Just a splish, just a splish. Just a splish, 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 splish. Oh my goodness gracious. Just a splish, just a splish of the Cafefe. Just a splash, just a splash. And 1, 2, 3 pumps, they go into once, twice, 3 pumps in my Cafefe. Oh yeah, it makes it really good. Makes my Cafefe good. I should go outside and plant carrots. I should go outside and plant carrots, man. I should go outside and plant some carrots. All right, here we go. I got my Cafefe. We're going in for the fun half round of the show. I got my Cafefe. I got my splish, splish, splish of Cafefe in my mug in the morning. Oh, sorry, Rogan. Hey, you woke my ass up last night, so unreal. So unreal. Unreal, pal. Psh. Hey, now, what's this all about? What's going on with my camera? It's like it fucking moved. Oh, because I moved it over. That's right. That's right. I moved it over. That's right. So, did you hear they were releasing prisoners and then a prisoner got out and killed somebody, right? Already? Did you guys hear about that shit? Hey, thanks for protecting fucking murder prisoners. felony murder prisoners. Thanks for protecting them from COVID by releasing them into the society so that they could go fucking kill us. Georgia faked the data and got caught. What data? Lisa, I have no idea what you're talking about. Squash. Zucchini. Yeah, you want to see it? Look. Remember that one I kept telling you guys you could see? Here it is. Had a little stunt on it, but I let it keep growing, and son of a gun, I got me a legit zucchini here. Slice that thing, cook it up, saute it, salt and pepper in a frying pan. A little bit of a growth on there. It's interesting. Almost looks like islands, like icy islands in a green ocean. Icy islands in a green ocean. Oh, the icy islands of the green ocean. On the side of planet Zucchini. On the dark side of planet Zucchini. It's interesting. Man. Hope I'm able to cut that thing up. Hey, Peru, Luis Aguilar Velarde. Oh my gofefe, it tastes so good. It does. It's an excellent splash of cafefe. I'm very happy. I remember that zucchini burger I tried at Worcestershire, so good. Zucchini burger. What's a zucchini burger? I don't remember zucchini burger. But I know this fucking coffee is one of the good ones right here. It's one of them good cups of coffee where you're just like, can't stop drinking it. Kind of just want to hold it with both hands and just kind of manhandle it. In your trendy pain oil mug, of course. Of course, you want to sport out your trendy pain oil mug. Psh, have you even used your trendy paint oil today, pal? Psh, unreal. You got your garden spot plowed, Chris, right on. Hell yeah. Hey, man. Isn't it great to be way ahead of the game? Like eating my vegetables already, and Chris is just plowing out his garden. I made it. A fried zucchini burger? No shit. Unreal, pal. I don't remember that. Unreal. My favorite show, Trendy Nate, Trendy Ass Dabbers. Babbers? Trendy Ass Babbers? Jesus fucking Christ. Trendy pain oil last night. Psh, what pain? Unreal. What pain? Psh, unreal. Nobody does pain anymore, pal. Not with trendy pain oil. Psh, unreal. Smoke on French fry grease. There's more to it than that pain oil. But it smelled good, I bet. Karsten says everyday user. There's a bird in the grow. You guys see the bird? How awesome is that? It's flying around in there. How amazing. How amazing was that? Did you guys see that? I think it flew back out that window. Because I don't see it anymore. Man, why don't I just look on the goddamn video? Why am I watching it on the goddamn... Get the goddamn... Get the goddams on the goddamn... There we go. Birds in there all checking it out. He's like, yeah, these plants are almost 8 feet tall, son. Well, if a bird can get in and out of there, then I'm pretty confident the pollinators will come in and out. Oh, he's still in there. He might be stuck. He might not know how to get out. Now he's on the ground. See him on the ground? He's coming towards us. He could just walk out the door, bro. I wonder if he's panicking, man. There's plenty of ways out of there. He's panicking a little bit. He's right up under the camera now. Oh, now he's over on the left. Now, oh, he's going to build a nest. I wonder where he's going to build his nest at. I wonder if he's going to build his nest inside there. Oh my God, that would be fucking awesome. Oh my God, he's right in front of the fucking camera. Dude, we can move the camera. Huh. Dude, he was right there a second ago. Oh, I bet you... He might be going in and out right through there, through that hole right there. Oh. He's flying in and out of there. Dude, he went in there and grabbed something to build his nest with, but I don't think he's building this inside the greenhouse. That'd be so cool if he was, though. It'd be so cool if he was building his nest inside there. Oh, man, bro, I hope I get birds in there. Oh, my God, it'd be like an aviary. Oh, with baby birds and cameras in there. Oh, man. I should start putting bird seed in there. They'll probably eat my vegetables. It'd probably be, I'll be making so many vegetables I won't even notice the loss, though, you know? And they're good at eating bugs. Wonder if he's going to come flying back in there, man. I got so much work I got to do. I still haven't done the compost tea thing yet. Maybe I should go do that right now. All right, maybe I'll go do the compost too. You guys want to watch me do it? You can stay. And you guys could talk to each other. And I will, I'll run down there. I'll run down there to the, you'll see me in there working, man. I got to do the compost tea. I'll bring the dog with me. Like 9 tomatoes harvested today, man. Really nice. 3 pole beans, this quarter of a zucchini. Cool. Okay, so let's go ahead, tie the hair back, and let's go get the compost tea bag situated. The situation. You ready to go do some work, son? Ready to go do some work, son? It's up to you. How cold is that? I need my jacket. Good boy, Roddy. All right. No, it's not cool in there. I was wearing a jacket because I was working outside at the compost pile. I just assumed leave the jacket on while I was just doing some stuff in there. No, it's not cold in there. It's nice. As soon as you walk outside, you're like, whoa, it's 50 degrees outside. It's like 65 inside there. It's really nice, man. You could just stay in there all day. It's a beautiful environment. It's a beautiful environment. Plants love it. I wish I could just right click and go fucking full screen with these. I bet you could if I knew what it. There's probably a way to do it. Full screen, no. Layout, just reset. There's reset. Yeah, I don't know about all that. What was I gonna do here? I was gonna try to go full screen. Yeah, if I move this one out of my way, I can do that. Okay, cool. Then I can do that. Okay, great. Well, you guys went down there, got some work done. Looks more and more beautiful, and it's producing food. It's very exciting. And let me mute this. Something's not hooked up right on the back of my stereo for my computer. I gotta fix that. Tape input. Plugged in. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. I went ahead and I did the compost. I don't know if you noticed, I put the compost tea in the compost tea bin. And I soaked it. And I started letting water filter through it. And I just let it sit in there. That sock is very tight. It's much tighter than I expected. Very tight micron size. Rogan, what are you doing back there? Rogan. Anyhow, I got my hands full over here. I gotta go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the 2 hours. I will see you this afternoon or this evening or whenever the fuck. 4:27:10. How about that? All right. Bye, guys. No law regarding cannabis. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Share it everywhere. Share this video everywhere once it goes up. It'll be up in just a second. And then you can just share it all over the place, you know? It'd be great. Thanks, guys.